What's good, my people? What's good? That boy they call Big Tone won't have the Chronic OGs podcast. Shout out to my little brother Smitty. So this message goes out to, and please bear with me a little bit because this may at times get passionate. I will try to refrain from the profanity, but I think this message is going to be important. This message is for that voter between 18 and 30. I think that's one of them generations of Gen Z or Gen X or whatever the hell it is. Especially for that voter in that age range of color. Black or brown, doesn't make a difference. But it's not just going to be for them. I'll give you guys some scenarios, and I hope that you feel as strongly as I do about this, that you will hit the subscribe button, and please share this with any of the young people who you feel this may be referencing. Maybe it'll get nationwide so all the young people across the country can see it. So, this is for that one that says, doesn't matter, the election doesn't matter, it doesn't care, it doesn't affect me, and all that other stuff. So I'm going to break a couple things down to you. Young people feel a way of getting their message across is by peacefully protesting. Peacefully protesting. This is something at the school, the Gaza war, the Palestinians and Hamas, whatever it is, you have the right to protest. Donald Trump wanted to shoot peaceful protesters, and one of his 4-star generals is the one that said it. It's not a lie. Look it up. See, I think the problem is some of y'all don't do y'all research. Everything I'm going to tell you is going to be factual. A number may be off or two, but it's going to be factual. This ain't about hooping and hollering, yelling and calling. No, I think I got to come at this differently. So, a lot of the rights and freedoms that you guys currently have and enjoy, the right to protest, the right to vote for who you want to, the right to go to school wherever you want to, the right to, a whole bunch of rights and freedoms that we enjoy, the right to vote. How would you feel if some of those were taken away? One of them was. One is reproductive rights. Donald Trump brags about that. So far, for those who say don't care, I don't vote, blah, 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 this, that, and the other, whoop, whatever you thinking, I'm going to vote for Trump because he gave us some money. No, that money was given to people by the Democratic Congress. Trump was the one that held it up because he wanted his name on the paper checks. Calling it what it is. Let's talk about the women's reproductive rights. For those that haven't heard of this young lady, her name was Amber Nicole Thurman. Passed away right at the hospital up the street from my house, where I'm sitting at right now. This young lady went to North Carolina, was having an abortion. She came home. She got ill. I think she caught sepsis, So she needed a procedure that was banned under the abortion ban. And she passed away because the physicians didn't want to get prosecuted for breaking the anti-abortion law. So some of y'all may be thinking, oh, that don't matter to me. I'm a virgin. I don't have sex, blah, 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 this, that, other. I use protection, whatever the case may be. Whatever your theory is, close your eyes for a minute. And that's your daughter. That's your sister. That's your cousin. That's your mother. She could still be of childbearing age and she could get raped. And being forced to have that child. And here's the ironic part about not voting or voting, I'm just gonna vote for Trump, whatever. I'm just trying to drop. I'm an OG. I'm always giving game. So hear what I'm saying though. That could easily be you, young lady. That could have easily been you. This young lady dying, and they can perform the procedure that will save her life, and they can't do it because of fear of prosecution, federal prosecution. Oh no, statewide. I think it's Georgia statewide. Close your eyes, and that's your sister. If that don't hit you, I got more than Mike. I have a question. Definition. A violent uprising against the government. Word. Insurrection. Where? Washington, D.C., my hometown. Shout out Commanders. Jaden Daniels. Get well soon, bro. We love you, man. My hometown. Walking up the streets, I walked up, partying on the streets with me and my boy Smitty. We hung out at. They was there to tell the people in your family that voted for Joe Biden, their vote don't mean shit. And they tried to overturn the government. It was some shit you would see on a movie. That's what he attempted. He led that. The person that by not voting, you're assisting into getting back into office. He did that. Law enforcement officers passed away. Civilians passed away. They took a shit on Nancy Pelosi's desk. They wanted to hang the president. The vice president, they wanted to hang the vice president. Just more to think about. Definition. A far-right authoritarian characterized, a far-right ideology characterized by a dictatorial leader, i.e. a fucking dictator. A person with unchecked powers to say and do whatever he wants and no one else can say anything. Like he's a king. Like he's Vladimir Putin. Like he's Kim Jong-un. Like he's Viktor Orban. That's what they want. That's what he wants. He wants generals like Hitler. A lot of y'all took history class. You know what Hitler was about. He praised Hitler. To General Kelly, who happened to be a 4-star general who has given his life and his son. And his motherfucking son for this country. And that's the motherfucker he praised over his own people. He believed Putin over his own people that he hired. Why is there such a love fest with Vladimir Putin? Why does he need to talk to him 7 or 8 times after he's left office with classified documents at his house that he lied about, that he should have given back? If you want to know what General Kelly said, who was his chief of staff, he worked with this dude, he saw this dude every day, has an office right outside of the Oval Office every day. Go listen to his comments. I ain't say read. I said listen. So it ain't, can't nobody say, oh, he really didn't say that. He took it out of context. No, you heard what the man said. A 4-star general. General Milley, the highest authority in the military of the armed forces, said he's a fascist to the core. A far-right ideology characterized by a dictator. That's what he called him. His own fucking vice president. There's a reason that J.D. Vance is here. It's because his own vice president wouldn't support him. 44 cabinet members, 40 out of 44 cabinet members does not support him. They telling us he not it. He called it a day of love. January 6th was a day of love. Go look at the videos from January 6th. How much love did you see there? Did you see love for the country? Did you see love for the Capitol? Did you see love for the Constitution? No. You saw love for Donald J. Trump. And that's all he cares about. And you not voting or not giving a shit is helping that. Hey, y'all remember COVID? So in COVID, prior to COVID happening, when Barack Obama was in office, he had a task force and a game plan on how to act. He told them, hey, there's a pandemic coming. This is what you need to do to counteract it. Nah, it's like he threw that shit in the trash because Barack Obama's name was on it. And what happened? What happened, y'all? 1 million people dead. Estimates say, had he followed the playbook, it would have been cut by 75%. 750 lives could have been saved. I'm sure some of y'all lost moms, dads, brothers, sisters, aunties, uncle, friends, family. Could have been one of the ones saved. COVID, because of COVID, we had to shut everything down. Supply and demand was all whack. The supply chain system was all messed up. So prices went up. Inflation didn't just randomly get here. Something triggered it. COVID-19, coronavirus, triggered it. Who botched that shit? The same dude that you don't give a shit is in the office or not, is in the White House or not. He did that, y'all. Come on. I ain't talking about no woke shit, but wake up. That's just like think about 40 of his 44 people said, "Nah, I don't mess with him no more." That's like, and the vice president. That's like your ace boom coon, your A1 from day one, telling everybody who would listen, "Nah, I don't mess with him no more." And then they tell them why, and they right. 34 34-time convicted felon. There's places he's not even you can't even be a felon. He up there working at McDonald's. But in real life, he can't work at McDonald's, even if he wanted to. They don't want no convicted felons. What are we talking about? That shit was fake. He tried to mark Vice President Harris. You can't mark her. Not with that. Because she grew up the way I grew up. Middle class. On the grind. Had to work for it with the help of our parents. How many times have you heard about this man allegedly sexually assaulting, groping, grabbing by the pussy type ass dude? How many times have you heard about that? Big game. Y'all heard this analogy before. Shout out to Stephen A. Smith just for this. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it ain't a damn mongoose. Quack, quack. So I'm trying to understand how can a grown-ass man sit up there and in a presidential debate to which there's only going to be one, this fool started talking about Haitian immigrants, people of color. Remember what I told y'all earlier? We're eating cats and dogs and goose or geese or whatever the hell it is. When the Republican mayor, the Republican governor said the shit ain't true, and him and J.D. Vance still try to double down on it, and that's the guy you don't care if he's in the office or not. Come on, y'all. So, people in my generation, I'm in my 50s, we're on this side of the slope. You guys are right here, going up. Your future is here. You want motherfuckers like that determining your future? You want to live under that type of rule to determine your own future? You want to live under a dictatorship? You don't think this country is the best country in the world? You don't think this country's, you think this country's fucked up? It ain't going to change. Ain't nothing going to happen. I can give you fucked up country. Go to North Korea. When you don't have the right to say the country's fucked up. Go to Russia. When you don't have the right to say the country's fucked up. And Russia and North Korea, their dictators will kill your ass. Put you in jail, talking about you a spy, and keep you for 6 fucking years when you was only over there for a wedding. That happened. What's up with the love fest with Vladimir Putin? Y'all gotta ask yourselves that question. And I'm gonna mention one last thing before I close. A lot of y'all got grandparents. Maybe some of y'all parents. A lot of y'all got grandparents, aunties, uncles, great aunties, great uncles. that are on Social Security. So for y'all that has, for you guys that don't have a job and don't know how this works, or maybe be in college or whatever the case may be, where you don't get a regular paycheck and get taxes taken out. They take out Social Security too. He want to cut it, which means when you turn 62 or whatever the age is, or you end up on Social Security disability, he want to cut that. So think about your grandparents, or maybe some of your parents, your aunties, uncles, or whatever. They live off of that. That's what they rely on. That's how they pay their mortgage. That's how they get their medicines, their insulin. That's how they pay their bills. That's how they go play bingo. That's how they go to the casino. That's how they enjoy their lives. And he want to cut that while he still enjoy his life. For those who are saying, I'm voting for Trump, blah, 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 this, that, and the other, this message probably wouldn't affect you. Hopefully it would change your mind. Probably wouldn't affect you. But for you ones that call yourselves undecided, I'm not sure yet, I'm leaning towards this. Or for the ones that say, I don't vote because it ain't going to matter, it's fucked up and all this other this. If this message didn't resonate with you, don't fucking complain. Don't complain about anything that happens as a result of you not getting up off your ass. Don't complain about anything that happens as a result of you thinking he's a better option than Vice President Harris. And trust me, Vice President Harris isn't perfect, and she will tell you that. The other night she said, yeah, I make mistakes. Have you ever heard Trump say that? And maybe if there was another candidate or whatever, maybe that candidate would be a better option than Vice President Harris. But this motherfucker ain't. And I just gave y'all 6, 7, 8 reasons why not. And everything I said was factual. Like I said, a number or two may be off, but everything I said is factual, is Googleable. Googleable. Maybe the message will resonate with them guys and girls. Oh, I ain't even mentioned Project 2025. Go look at it. I'm sorry if I'm gonna mess this up. I apologize in advance. But LGBTQ and whatever else the other letters are, I mean no disrespect. Go look and see what's going to happen to your rights. Yeah, you need to check that out too. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and please share. I would like for y'all to watch and like every episode I do. But please share this episode with your friends, family, loved ones, and young ones who maybe need to hear this message. Thank you for listening to this special episode of the Chronic OGs podcast. I'm that boy they call Big Tone. I'm out.